Picture this. Your phone dies. The lights flicker once, twice, then go completely dark. The hum of your refrigerator goes silent. And then nothing. Just darkness and an eerie quiet that makes your heart race. Now ask yourself this. What if the power doesn't come back tomorrow, or next week, or for the next 90 days? In the next few minutes, you'll discover the 8 critical supplies that separate survivors from victims when the grid collapses. Whether it's a natural disaster, a cyber attack, or complete infrastructure failure, this isn't science fiction. This is preparation for reality. From food and water to power and medical supplies, we're covering everything you need to not just survive, but actually thrive in total darkness. Welcome to Crisis Horizon, your command center for emergency preparedness and survival strategies. If staying safe and self-reliant matters to you, hit that like button and subscribe so you never miss life-saving information. And stick around until the end. We'll reveal the one mistake that causes most survival plans to fail. Let's start with the most basic human need, food. When the power goes out, your refrigerator transforms from a convenience into a useless box. Your microwave becomes a cold disappointment. And that food delivery app on your phone, it's now a relic of a bygone era. The first comfort to vanish in any grid-down scenario is your food situation. And without a solid plan, hunger and stress follow fast. True preparedness means building a stash of calorie-dense, shelf-stable foods that can sustain you for a full 90 days. Forget tossing a few ramen packs in a drawer and calling it a day. We're talking about real strategic food storage that will keep you nourished and energized during total darkness. Start with freeze-dried meals from brands like Mountain House and ReadyWise. These aren't your grandfather's survival rations. We're talking beef stroganoff, chili mac, and dozens of other meals that just need water, hot or cold. They're lightweight, sealed for maximum freshness, and can last up to 25 years. That's not a typo, 25 years. Next, stock up on the carb superheroes, rice, pasta, and oats. These staples are cheap, easy to store, and incredibly versatile. Rice pairs perfectly with canned beans for a hearty, protein-packed meal. Pasta can be transformed into countless dishes with just a few additions. And oats, they're perfect for breakfast or for thickening stews when you need to stretch your supplies. Don't overlook canned foods. Meats, beans, vegetables, and even fruits are ready to eat straight from the can. Here's a pro tip. Opt for pull-tab versions whenever possible. When you're fumbling around in the dark, the last thing you want is to be searching desperately for a can opener. Add peanut butter and powdered milk to your stockpile. Peanut butter is packed with healthy fats and protein that your body craves during stressful situations. Powdered milk adds calcium and protein to your diet, and both are versatile enough to use in multiple ways. For those who want a no-brainer solution, emergency food buckets offer complete meals that just need water. They're designed specifically for long-term emergencies and maximum convenience. Just grab, add water, and eat. Now here's the secret to making this food last for decades. Store your dry goods in Mylar bags with oxygen absorbers. This simple step extends shelf life dramatically, and make it a habit to rotate your stock and check expiration dates regularly. You don't want to discover your emergency food has expired when you actually need it. Remember this, food is more than just fuel. It's comfort, it's stability. It's the psychological foundation that keeps you calm and thinking clearly during a crisis. Stock up before the shelves go empty, and you'll face any crisis with confidence instead of panic. Now let's talk about something even more critical than food, water. You can survive weeks without food if you have to, but you'll only last a few days without water. When the grid fails, your kitchen faucet is useless, and hydration becomes a literal matter of life or death. Here's the math you need to understand. Plan for at least 1 gallon per person per day. That covers drinking, light cooking, and minimal cleaning. For a family of 4, that's 360 gallons for 90 days. Yes, 360 gallons. That sounds like a lot, and it is, but it's what you need to survive. Start with sturdy water storage containers. If you have space, 55-gallon drums are ideal. If not, multiple 5 to 7-gallon containers work well and are easier to move and hide if needed. The key is starting your stockpile now, not when disaster strikes. But even with a massive stockpile, you need a backup plan. Water sources can become contaminated, containers can leak, and 90 days is a long time. That's where purification methods come in. Portable water filters like Life Straw or Sire Mini are game changers. These compact devices let you drink directly from streams, puddles, or any questionable water source.
removing bacteria, parasites, and even microplastics. They're lightweight, don't require electricity, and can filter thousands of gallons before needing replacement. Purification tablets or drops are your second line of defense. Drop one into questionable water, wait the recommended time, and it's safe to drink. These are perfect for bug-out bags or when your filters fail. Don't forget collapsible water containers. These ingenious items store flat when empty, but expand to hold multiple gallons when needed. They're perfect for collecting rainwater or hauling water from a distant source. Here's a critical reminder. Double-check expiration dates on all your purification supplies. Tablets can lose effectiveness over time. Stock multiple types of purification methods for redundancy. If one fails, you have backups. And adopt this mindset. Treat every drop like liquid gold. Ration wisely, but never skimp on hydration. Dehydration impairs judgment, weakens your body, and can kill you faster than hunger ever will. Let's move on to something that might surprise you. Power. Even the most rugged survivalist needs to keep certain devices charged. Flashlights, emergency radios, medical equipment, communication devices, these can mean the difference between life and death. When the sun goes down and darkness swallows everything, a solar generator becomes your lifeline to the modern world. Solar generators from brands like Goal Zero, Bluetti, and EcoFlow are quiet, sun-powered devices that can keep essential equipment running for days. Unlike gas generators, they don't require fuel that spoils, they don't make noise that attracts attention, and they don't produce dangerous fumes. They recharge with sunlight and can power phones, lights, and even small refrigerators for medications. If a full solar generator is outside your budget, solar charging power banks are an excellent alternative. These compact devices soak up sunlight during the day and provide enough juice at night to charge phones and USB-powered gear. Many include built-in flashlights and multiple charging ports, giving you versatility in a small package. Here's what most people forget. Keep a bag of spare cords and adapters. USB-C, micro USB, lightning cables, have them all. Different devices need different connections, and in an emergency, you won't be able to just order a replacement cable online. Invest in a solar-powered battery charger for AA and AAA batteries too. This creates a sustainable system for all your battery-powered devices. The takeaway here is simple. Staying connected, even if it's just to an emergency radio for updates, can make the difference between surviving and thriving. Communication is power, information is power, and in a grid-down scenario, solar power gives you both. Always keep a backup battery for your backup battery. Redundancy saves lives. Now that we've covered power, let's talk about light. When the grid goes down, lighting isn't a luxury, it's survival. Sure, candles are nostalgic and create atmosphere, but they're also fire hazards, they provide inadequate light, and they burn out fast. You need reliable, efficient tools to illuminate the darkness. Solar lanterns are your best friend. Charge them during the day and they'll provide hours of soft but bright light at night. Many models include USB ports, turning them into a dual-purpose device that light your space and to charge your phone. LED flashlights should be everywhere, in every room, in your car, in your go bag. They're bright, energy efficient, and long-lasting. Don't cheap out here. A quality LED flashlight with multiple brightness settings can last for years. Headlamps are absolute game changers. When you need both hands free for cooking, repairs, or moving through dark spaces, a headlamp keeps the light exactly where you're looking. Once you use one during a power outage, you'll wonder how you ever managed without it. Crank-powered lights deserve a spot in your kit too. No batteries, no sunlight needed, just a few minutes of cranking provides emergency illumination. They're perfect for situations where your other light sources have failed. Don't overlook glow sticks. They might seem like simple toys, but they're incredibly useful for signaling, marking safe paths in the dark, or providing comfort lighting at night without draining batteries. They're cheap, lightweight, and surprisingly effective. Here's the truth about lighting. A well-lit shelter keeps spirits high, prevents accidents, and maintains your mental health during extended darkness. Depression and anxiety skyrocket when you're living in constant darkness. Light fights that psychological battle. Stock up on multiple lighting options, keep batteries charged regularly, and test everything. Beyond light, you need tools. When there's no power, no maintenance crew, and no YouTube tutorials to guide you, you're completely on your own. Manual tools and multi-tools become essential for repairs, food preparation, and shelter maintenance. A quality multi-tool from Leatherman, Gerber, or similar brands is non-negotiable. We're talking pliers, multiple screwdrivers, blades, scissors, wire cutters, bottle openers, small saws, all packed into a small, compact package that fits in your pocket. This single tool can solve dozens of problems you'll face during an extended outage. Never, and I mean never, forget a manual can opener. Imagine having a pantry full of canned food and no way to open it. It sounds ridiculous, but it happens. A reliable manual can opener is mission critical. Get two, one for your kitchen and one for your emergency kit. An axe or hatchet is essential for chopping firewood, clearing branches, or building emergency shelter. Keep it sharp and learn to use it safely before you need it in a high-stress situation. A hand crank radio gives you access to emergency broadcasts, weather updates, and critical survival information. Look for models that include USB charging capability, built-in flashlight, and solar charging options. This device keeps you connected to the outside world when everything else fails. The key here is store all your tools in an accessible location, practice using them before an emergency strikes. There's a massive difference between owning a tool and knowing how to use it effectively. And maintain your tools. Sharpen blades regularly, oil moving parts, and check batteries in electronic tools. Now we need to discuss something uncomfortable but absolutely critical: hygiene and sanitation. Without running water or functioning plumbing, maintaining basic hygiene becomes extremely challenging. But it's vital, not just for comfort, but to prevent disease and maintain morale during extended darkness. Wet wipes and hand sanitizer become substitutes for showers and hand washing when water is scarce. Stock up generously. A quick wipe down or hand sanitizing can prevent illness and make you feel dramatically more human during a crisis. Industrial strength trash bags are essential for garbage and waste disposal. Double bag everything for safety. When trash collection stops, you're responsible for managing your own waste, and it accumulates faster than you'd think. Portable toilets or buckets with liners are essential when traditional toilets don't work. This isn't glamorous, but it's reality.
Use heavy-duty liners for easy cleanup and proper disposal. Don't forget feminine hygiene products. Stock up on pads, tampons, and menstrual cups. Consider reusable options and portable bidets for long-term sustainability. Basic hygiene items seem obvious, but get overlooked. Toothpaste, toothbrushes, soap, dryless soaps, and dry shampoo. A quick teeth scrub or face wipe can make a massive difference in comfort and psychological well-being. Here's the truth nobody wants to hear. Poor sanitation during a crisis kills people. Disease spreads fast in unsanitary conditions. Plan for waste disposal, keep supplies well stocked, and maintain hygiene routines even when it's inconvenient. Your health depends on it. Let's talk about warmth. When the power fails and temperatures drop, staying warm transitions from comfort to survival. Hypothermia is a very real risk, and it can kill you in your own home if you're unprepared. Emergency Mylar blankets are compact miracles. They reflect up to 90% of your body heat back to you. They're incredibly lightweight, and they fold down to pocket size. Every member of your family should have multiple Mylar blankets in their emergency kit. Invest in cold weather sleeping bags rated for at least 20 degrees Fahrenheit. These aren't optional if you live anywhere that gets cold. Even if your home has good insulation, without heat, indoor temperatures will plummet. Tents and tarps create windproof, insulated spaces inside larger rooms or provide emergency shelter if you need to evacuate. Wind chill can make already cold temperatures deadly, and blocking wind is crucial for survival. Hand and foot warmers are small but mighty. These chemical heating packs keep your extremities toasty for hours. When your core temperature drops, your body restricts blood flow to hands and feet first. Keeping extremities warm helps maintain overall body temperature and prevents frostbite. Extra clothes and waterproof gear are absolutely essential. Layer up with thermal shirts, fleece jackets, insulated pants, hats, and waterproof outerwear. Here's a critical principle: stay dry to stay warm. Wet clothes conduct heat away from your body rapidly and can lead to hypothermia even in moderate temperatures. Waterproof gear isn't just for rain, it's for survival. Prepare for both indoor and outdoor survival scenarios. You might think you'll stay inside, but fires, structural damage, or other hazards could force you outside. Being ready for any situation is what separates survivors from victims. And finally, let's discuss something that could literally save your life: medical preparedness. When help isn't coming, when 911 doesn't answer, when hospitals are overwhelmed or unreachable, you must become your own medic. A well-stocked first aid kit isn't a suggestion, it's non-negotiable. Start with the basics: bandages in various sizes, sterile gauze pads, adhesive strips, and adhesive strips. These treat cuts, wounds, and injuries that happen constantly during manual work and stressful situations. Stock antiseptic wipes and burn creams. In a grid-down scenario, even minor infections can become serious without proper treatment. Clean wounds immediately and monitor for signs of infection. Pain relievers, antihistamines, and antidiarrheal medications provide immediate relief for common ailments. Pain management isn't just about comfort. Severe pain impairs your ability to think clearly and make good decisions.
If anyone in your family takes prescription medications, stockpile extra supplies. Talk to your doctor about emergency refills. Insulin, blood pressure medication, seizure medication. Running out of critical prescriptions can be fatal. Keep a printed emergency first aid guide, not an app, an actual book. When the internet is down and your phone is dead, you need physical references with instructions for CPR, treating serious injuries, and handling medical emergencies. Here's what you must do. Regularly check and update your first aid kit. Medications expire, supplies get used. Make this a quarterly task and learn basic first aid skills now, not during a crisis. Take a CPR class, watch medical training videos, practice bandaging techniques. Knowledge weighs nothing and takes up no space, but it's the most valuable thing you can carry into an emergency. So let's bring this all together. Surviving 90 days without power isn't just about stockpiling supplies. It's about planning, adaptability, and mindset. Each of these 8 essentials forms a foundation for resilience, safety, and comfort when the world goes dark. You've got your food and water covered. You've got power and light. You've got the tools to build and repair. You've got hygiene and warmth handled. And you've got medical supplies ready. But here's the one mistake that destroys most survival plans: waiting until everyone else panics to start preparing. When disaster strikes, empty shelves don't care about your good intentions. Stores get stripped bare in hours. Online retailers run out of stock. Prices skyrocket. The time to prepare is now, when you have options, when you can make smart decisions, and when you're not competing with desperate crowds. Start building your kit today. Begin with water and food. Those are your foundation. Then add power and light. Tools and medical supplies come next. Work through the list systematically, and within a few months, you'll have everything you need. Practice using your tools and equipment now. Don't wait for an emergency to figure out how your water filter works or how to set up your tent in the dark. Rotate your supplies and check expiration dates quarterly. Make preparedness a lifestyle, not a panic response. Your survival isn't about luck, it's about preparation. Subscribe to Crisis Horizon for more life-saving strategies. We're here to help you build real security for you and your family. Drop a comment right now. What's the first prep you're adding to your survival kit? I read every comment and I'd love to hear what you're prioritizing. And remember, stay prepared, stay safe, and keep thriving no matter what comes next. The grid might fail, but you won't.